fire.
Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. The Tigers will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
They need a yard here in 3rd down to keep this opening drive going. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to 3rd down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And on the carry, he's heading left. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Hands off to the left. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
2nd down after that previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers. Just getting settled into this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board here.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Boy, a great play here by a Clemson defender. Makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Play action fake, looking to throw. Heavy pressure, he lets it go.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. The Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Same tailback, another carry. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing more important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Here's the 2nd down play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. quick throw out left, complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together in this drive with a little more urgency. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, 3rd down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a 1st down.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They'll try to run for the 1st down. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete. What is the final play of this period? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play.
Come to bullshit.
Handoff from the shotgun.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Back's got it again. Powers through. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback. If he's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller. The backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack them.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
So here we go now, 3rd and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What would hand it off? And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
With great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this 1st down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Looking for some space. It's Robinson. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They'll ride the back again here. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the single back takes the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but they didn't make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. Powerful running here.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. 6th play of the drive coming up. Motion now from the tight end. And the runner takes off to his right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Third down play for this offense. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. It is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense adds 6 on the interception return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love it. His eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Finding some room at the 25. Brought down to the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
That's a solid run, good for free snap motion. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Takes the handoff here, looking to throw it. The pocket breaking down. They'll be tackled. They'll have to wait and see what this penalty marker is about. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's going to hand this off. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. The Dogs will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the ball rolls dead. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. It's a run to the left. He's brought down out at the 46. And the Tigers looking to run some tempo here. They'll run it to the left. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a fourth down now. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The Tigers will line up to kick it away. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the wideout goes in motion. Defense not pressing this time. Handoff running right. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick grab. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain. The Bulldogs will come to the line to run the hurry up. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll just get rid of it. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Finds his man, has the first down. Now moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down. The Bulldogs moving quickly down the field here.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks.
He's got it near the end zone. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there. First and goal, handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line. Eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. 4th down and goal. I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
Point after, not quite through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Now it's 2nd down here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That run picks up 1st down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Handoff heading left. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
The defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Get set.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking downfield. It's Foster. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. But, man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
The Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Heading left after the handoff. Great cut there. That one takes it across the 30-yard line. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Clemson 21, Georgia 7.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Can he get there on the ground? And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. Dogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Makes the catch, but couldn't stay in bounds. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incompletion sets up a second down. He'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Give it to the back again. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Looking to throw it on first down. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Sack sets up second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's got it for a big gain. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. Dogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! And the comeback continues. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football. You got a great chance at a victory.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the handoff. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here. And here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Cannot hold on to the ball. That's going to bring up 4th down.
How about the call here? They call it the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
And the Tigers will have to punt this one away. He's on to boot it away now. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And he doesn't field it cleanly. The ball is loose. And the returner will be brought down.
The ball is knocked away from him. That ball could bounce anywhere. But a great heads-up play by the returner to be able to avoid a disastrous play and get the recovery.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. 1st down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Using his legs here. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Second down play coming up for this offense. He hands it off from the gun. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. They'll run it here. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this young man is doing everything he can to keep his team in this game, and this play checks all the boxes. Need a 1st down? Check. Get out of bounds and stop the clock? Check. Avoid himself getting a big hit? That's a big check.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Robinson. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The Dogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. A handoff to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down play coming up. And now the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. The offense will spend a timeout with 27 seconds remaining. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there.
Hey, you're trailing late in a game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
What a touchdown here to pull them within one with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But you could go for 2 to try to take the lead.
And now the decision to go for the offense. 18 seconds on the clock. They still need this extra point to top. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That one moves the ball to the 16. this line getting set up. It's a first down play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Clemson, to jump in front in OT.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT. The PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. It's a shotgun run call. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. And the ball to the ground. It's a turnover.
You know, with wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
What a special year and a moment these players will never forget. After all they put into this, they can now call themselves champions of the ACC. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they pursue now a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.